This is Your News Now Sports.
The year after winning a state title is always a challenging one. Everyone has your name circled on the calendar because you're the team to beat. For the Macomb Panthers, this fall is that year as the defending Division 7 champs prepared to defend their crown. But along with the added pressure of being the hunted, the red and black are faced with even more challenges. Macomb has plenty of losses, including their starting QB, an all-BVC running back, and an all-state linebacker, just to name a few. Our Katie Gilhooly caught up with the Panthers as they count down to kickoff.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
With every state title comes a state title defense.
There's always high expectations here, and there's always been, and and the difference is now instead of climbing the mountain, we're at the top to start, and it's probably harder to stay at the top mountain because everybody's shooting for you, and we know that, and we're going to get everybody's best, and we just got to get ready to go.
It does put a lot of pressure on us, but we got to deal with the pressure. I mean, there's no way around it. So once we're up here, we got to try and stay here, and we're doing the best we can to do that.
Along with that added pressure this fall, the Macomb Panthers will also have to fill some major holes, starting with the loss of all-state defensive back and QB Tanner Schrader.
Those are some pretty big shoes. I mean, Tanner's Tanner, he's just one of those athletes that never really come around.
It's hard to replace guys like that, but somehow you hope they can, they modeled them as freshmen, and you find a guy that sort of reminds you of those guys and works hard, and the coaches do a tremendous job here, and that's the biggest thing is coach kids up. If we can coach kids up, they're willing to learn and work hard, we'll be fine.
Schrader, one of the 9 seniors Macomb loses to graduation, which means this year's squad will need players to step up to the challenge and compete.
Coach Algie, he always has a saying. He always says, next man up. We've always had a saying here at Macomb since I can remember, and it's next man up.
We lost a lot last year, but we next man up, and we always say that throughout the year, and we always tend to make those changes and keep going.
I told our coaches we're going to have to coach like we've never coached before, and find ways that to get kids to learn fast. Kids have stepped up, and we just expect them to fill the roles and carry on the tradition.
In Macomb, Katie Gilhooly, Your News Now Sports.
Thanks, Katie. Staying on the football field, but moving to the college level as the Ohio State Buckeyes opened up camp today. The 2-time defending Big Ten champs begin their quest for a three-peat on August 31st as they open up at home against Lane Kiffin in Florida Atlantic. First-year Buckeyes head man Ryan Day is more than excited for his first training camp as the man in charge as Buckeyes football is officially back.
No, it's just good to get everybody out there and start football again. It's all helmets today. We were kind of on and off quick, and it's more about effort. It's about technique. It's about those kind of things. It's not about win or loser today, and there'll be time for that when the pads go on. But no, it's just good to kind of throw the ball around a little bit and see guys moving around.
To the links now, round 2 of the Lima Area Women's Match Play Championship from Shawnee Country Club today. Championship flight action beginning at the par 3 12th. This is UNOH's Haley Gray for par. The racer shoots a 79 and sits in second heading into the weekend. The par 4 14th, another racer, Katrina Griffin, with a long putt for birdie. She's got it. She shoots a second round 79 as well. Still on 14. This is Carol Mitchell for par, and she makes no mistake. Mitchell takes a 2-round total of 188 heading into the weekend. Your leader going into match play is Finley golfer Jill Schittmeyer as she buries this for par. A second round 71 for the Oiler gives her a 21-stroke lead as the weekend begins. On the racetrack, Limaland holds their points championship races tonight. We begin in the Bud Thunderstocks. We take you to the final lap. Chris Douglas looking to close things out after leading for the duration this evening, and he does just that. The Lima native captures his first feature win of the year. The Thunderstocks track champion also crowned tonight, and your 2019 winner is Tony Anderson. In modifieds, we pick it up in lap 14. Jerry Bowerstock and Tony Anderson neck and neck heading into turn 4. Bowerstock makes the move on the outside to take the lead, and he goes on to claim the checkered flag tonight. The track champion in the modified field also crowned this evening, and Todd Sherman is the modified champ as he walks away with the 2019 hardware at Limaland Motorsports Park. Switching to the baseball diamond as the Sydney Legion baseball team wins an elimination game for the second day in a row as they defeat Megs 3-2 today. Post 217 is back in action tomorrow at 10 a.m. in another win or go home game as they take on the defending defending state champs Circleville post 134. We need to take a break here on Your News Now Sports, but when we return, we head to the big leagues as the Indians, Reds, and Tigers all in action tonight. Stick around for full MLB highlights right after this. The Cleveland Indians continue to creep closer and closer to the AL Central lead as they now sit just 3 games back of the division-leading Minnesota Twins. The Tribe hoping August treats them just as well as July as the Indians went 18-6 last month. Game 4 of a 9-game homestand for Cleveland tonight. They begin a 3-game set with the Angels. Bottom 1, how about the new guy, Yasiel Puig? 3-0 swinging, but he smokes a base hit into left. Oscar Mercado scores to give the Tribe the lead. Bottom 2, he does it again, this time with 2 away. He grounds one into right for another base knock. Mercado is home once again to make it 6-1 Cleveland, and that would be plenty enough for Mike Clevenger as here he rings up Mike Trout looking. Clevenger throws 6 1/3 innings of 1-run ball while striking out 8 as the Indians win it 7-3. In Atlanta, the Reds in search of their first win of the month of August. Game 2 of their 4-game set against the Braves. Top 1, the Reds break the ice as Joey Votto skies one into the right field seats. A 2-run bomb is Votto's 11th to put Cincy in front. In the third, they show off the defense as this ball is driven deep to center. Nick Senzel tracking it down, and he makes the grab as he crashes into the wall. Alex Wood loving that as it saves extra bases. Top 4, the Reds add to their lead as Jesse Winker grounds one to second. The Braves come home and get Jose Peraza at the plate, but not so fast. This play would be reviewed. Peraza is ruled safe as the Reds go on to win it 5-2.
All right, thanks, Matt. We'll be back with stocks.